Okay, so just again an introduction. My name is Mr. Martin and I'm the Assistant Vice Principal of Middle and High School, and I'll take you through the different areas today. So first of all, when the students, so I'm just sharing my screen, first of all when the students get, it can either be a laptop or a Chromebook or any device, we need them to sign in with their student account. So they need to sign in with their student account. These details have been emailed out by IT to you already. So it's the student's ID number. So for example, 000. As you can see there, multiple ones are coming up for me because I've used my computer to log in multiple different students. So it's the student's email, and then the password has already been sent out to the students as well.
اوكي دلوقتي مستر مارتن بيقول هو طبعا بيعرفكم عن نفسه، هو مساعد نائب المدير بالنسبه للميدل سكول والهاي سكول. دلوقتي بالنسبه للطالب لما يكون مثلا بيستخدم اي جهاز كروم بوك او اي جهاز تاني، لازم يفتح على الجوجل ساين ان جوجل اكونت يستخدم فيه الايميل بتاعه والباسورد اللي بيكون مرسول له عن طريق الاي تي، مرسول في الايميل عن طريق الاي تي. اوكي
اوكي
ما انتوا شايفين.
Okay, so moving on. So once you log in, everyone can see on their Google Calendar here, we've got these, or Google, we've got these 9 dots up here in the top right-hand corner. We've got Gmail, we've got our Drive, we've got all these classroom calendar. The first one I'd like to direct you towards is the calendar.
طيب زي ما انتم شايفين هنا ده جوجل كالندر اللي هو فاتحه، طبعا يجي بيشوف عليه الطالب فيه كل شيء، يعني في يقدر يحصل فيها كل الحاجات اللي انتم شايفينها دي يعني.
Okay, once you log into calendar, you will see your lessons. So if I click on English here, for example, this is a grade 8 class, for example. To join the classroom, I just click join Google Meet. By one single click, I can join the Google classes, join that meeting with the teacher in class and the students in class.
زي ما انتم شايفين هنا قدامكم، يعني دي عباره عن الحصص اللي بيكون عند الطالب يجي بيخش عليها بيلاقي حصص مثلا مواد في الانجليزي في الرياضيات زي ما انتم شايفين. فطبعا يجي يدوس مثلا على الانجليزي في جريد 8 بيدوس عليها بيطلع زي ما انتم شايفين البوكس دوت بيكون فيه جوين وذ جوجل ميت. فمثلا طبعا في الماده مكتوبه فيه الانجليش وجريد 8 جوين جوجل ميت، يدوس على جوين جوجل ميت عشان يحضر الحصه.
Also in there you will see the lesson, what the teacher is providing for that lesson. So it will be a link to either a PowerPoint or a document. And if I click on that, it will open it up on the platform. So this is one of the teacher's lessons, and it opens up the lesson. So the lesson is available to you. And along with that, after the lesson finishes, the recording of that session attaches into that meeting as well. So if you go back through your calendar, you will be able to see where these things are saved. So the lesson is saved there as well. And that's for all subjects. So that's English, homeroom this morning. You can see, again, the lesson that was there for each of those sessions.
اوكي فزي ما انتم شايفين في نفس البوكس دوت ممكن تلاقوا في الاخر خالص من تحت هتلاقوا المصادر، يعني في رابط كده للمصادر اللي هي خاصه بالدرس سواء باوربوينت او اي شيء تاني. بندس عليه ويلاقي اللي يخش بقى يلاقي ايه اللي مكتوب في الباوربوينت او ايه اللي في المصدر دوت اللي مبعوت له. في الاخر خالص حتى بعد اللينك بتاعت المصادر بيكون في ريكوردد خلاص، بيكون السيشن دوت اتسجل ومبعوت في الاخر بعد اللينكات بتاعت المصادر دي هتلاقوها السيشن ريكوردد متسجله، يدوس عليها الطالب ويشوف ايه اللي كان يعني اتقال في الحصه. اوكي.
So just a question in the chat there. I'm going to show too how students can submit work on Google Classroom. So kids on site and at home will be submitting work onto the Google Classroom. So it is a benefit to both distance learning and on-site students so they can get help there from their parents. So the next step I'm going to go to is Google Classroom. So I can click the app here and I go to my classroom and then all of my classes will show up here. So this student currently hasn't joined any of their classes. So to join a class, you simply just click join. Once you've done that, all the lesson material becomes available to you. So anything that's been done in that class will be available on your stream page here. So if I just go back here into my classes, and again, so for example, homeroom, Everything that's related to grade 8A will be posted in the homeroom. So their schedule is in there for the week, so they can see exactly what lessons they have each day, so on and so forth. So the homeroom, and that's how the kids access all their classes.
اوكي هو بيقول طبعا مستر مارتن بيقول ان الطالب ممكن ساعتها لما يجي يروح على يدوس على جوجل كلاس روم من اللي هو الدرايف، يدوس على جوجل كلاس روم هيلاقي كل اللي هي المواد اللي قدامه ديت زي ما انتم شايفين الرياضيات الويل بينج الهوم روم. ما يجي يدوس على الهوم روم لو داس على الهوم روم هيلاقي طبعا ممكن يدوس على الكلاسز في اللي هو جنب اللي هو الصفوف، يعني يدوس على الكلاسز هيلاقي في الاخر في نفس الصفحه بس في الاخرها شويه في اللي هو الجدول، ممكن يلاقي الجدول تايم تيبل في كل شيء، يعني ممكن يدوس على الجدول يعرف ايه الحاجات اللي هياخدها يعني في الاسبوع وكده.
So once you've accepted all your classes, they will appear like this. The students can rearrange them if they wish to specific areas. They can move them around. And then inside each subject, you will see the teacher's assignments. So for example, in ICT here, I click into it and I can see there's a new assignment there. For me then to complete that assignment, I would click on it. And up here in the top right-hand corner, Miss has told them what they need to do. So they complete that piece of work and then they might have to add a document. So it might be something from their drive, it might be a file, a link. So for example, just say it's a file, they would have to browse their file. So say it's I'm just going to pick from my drive. I'm going to pick this one of the students, and I insert. That has now been uploaded to my work, and then I must turn it in. If I don't turn it in, the teacher doesn't know if you've completed it or not. So it's important that the students turn it in. So that student now has submitted that piece of work for that lesson.
So Mr. Martin, again, could you please go back?
Okay.
One step, go back.
Okay, so I'll just go back to 7B. All the assignments are here on this page. I click into any assignment. I go to add. So say the teacher wants just a picture of what work you've done today. I take a picture of it and then I go add and then I go file and then I'd upload it. So I just browse my computer or my Chromebook and then it'll go select the page. I select it, that's just in grade 9.
Okay, okay.
And then I click turn in. So that way the teacher knows you've definitely completed it.
طيب هو مستر مارتن بيقول الطالب طبعا بيجي عند مثلا الماده الفلانيه مثلا 7 بي جريد 7 بي على حسب صفه جريد 7 بي اي سي تي، يدوس عليها اللي عليها عشان يحل الواجب يعني، فيدوس عليها هيلاقي مجموعه assignments تاسكس مترصصه يعني جنب بعض الواجبات اللي هو المفروض يعملها. فمثلا بيدوس على الواجب الفلاني اللي هو مثلا زي تاسك 2 و3 اختاروا، فيقوم مثلا على جهه اليمين هيلاقي يور ورك. طبعا هو يكون طبعا حل الواجب ومصوره فهو حاطه مثلا سيفه على الديسكتوب او ايا كان. فهو مثلا يجي ناحيه اليور ورك يعمل مثلا يختار مثلا اللي هو ابلود، يعني يختار الفايل يعني من المكان اللي هو محفوظ فيه الواجب الصوره يعني، وبعد كده يقوم عاملها تيرن ان عشان ايه تطلع يعني تترسل للمدرس يعني للمعلم، تترسل على التطبيق يعني فيقدر يشوفها.
Parents often ask me, oh, how can I see what my students are doing or what work they have to submit? My recommendation is get your students' login details and download the Google Classroom app onto your phone. And then you can log into your students' account at any times. So that's my recommendation. And then you can see what work they've due. So see here straight away, it says, this is due on Thursday. This is due today. It shows up when each lesson or when. Okay, just keep on mute, please. Thank you. So you can see then as a parent what work the students have been doing, what assignments they have they been submitting their work, and whenever a piece of work is submitted, the teachers will either write on it, no work submitted, so then it gives the kids an email telling them that they have to submit more work, or it will say, they might write a comment, well done, they'll give them some feedback on it so that they can improve on it.
اوكي فبس فهنا طبعا المدرسه عشان ايه لما تحب تعرف تتابع الطلبه مثلا إذا كانوا بيعملوا واجبات ولا لا، فلازم تكون عامله ساين ان على جوجل بس عن طريق موبايلها يعني. وطبعا لما نيجي تفتحه طبعا بيبان اساسا على بالنسبه للمواد ديت الديو هو اللي هو الميعاد المفروض ايه يترسل فيه الواجبات وكده. وعن طريق بتشوف مثلا لو الطلبه هل بعتوا الواجبات ولا لا. اللي ما بعتش الواجب طبعا لازم تبعت له مسج يعني تراسله كده عشان ايه مثلا يبعت تقول له مثلا الواجب ما اتبعتش، تبعت له مثلا او تبعت له مثلا فيدباك اذا كان مثلا في حاجه يعني خطا او اي شيء يعني. فتقوم مثلا تبعت له فيدباك بالواجب وكده فيما يتعلق بالواجب يعني عشان يطلع عليه. فبس هو ده.
Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay, so that's Google Classroom and how you submit your work. I've got a question, how to transfer work picture to Chromebook. So the students on their Chromebooks, they've got a camera on it already. So they've got a camera on their Chromebooks and they can take their pictures there. Or what I suggest to a student earlier on today is if you take a picture on your phone, log into your students so the student can log in with their Gmail, their school email onto their phone and send the picture to their Chromebook as well through that. So either log in with their school account so that they can take the pictures on their phone, then email them to themselves onto their Chromebook, and then from their Chromebook they can upload them. Okay?
اوكي هو عامة بيقول ان مثلا بيبقى فيه اساسا كاميرا في الكروم بوك في اللابتوب يعني كروم بوك فيه كاميرا اساسا ممكن يستخدمها الطالب. او مثلا هو لو هو مثلا مصور الواجب بتاعه من الفون بتاعه يعني من الموبايل يقدر ساعتها يرسل من الموبايل على الاكونت السكول اكونت بتاعه وبعد كده على ايميله يعني. وبعد كده من ايميله ساعتها يحفظ على الكروم بوك وساعتها ايه يقدر عادي يبعتها يعني على جوجل كلاس روم نعمل لها ارفاق اتاش. تمام اوكي.
Thank you. Okay, the next platform I'm going to show you is Study Island, and this is for grades 3 and above. Okay, and this is where you can do different activities. The students will get their login details to this platform. It will be the same login details for all platforms. We're just setting that up at the moment. But in this one, the students can work independently on it. So for example here, I can see
okay,
down in this. Yeah.
سوري بالنسبه لهنا التطبيق اللي هنكلمكم عليه ده ستادي ايلاند ده يخص الطلبه اللي هم من الصف الثالث فيما فوق يعني. طبعا لما تيجي التطبيق ده لما الطالب يفتح عليه ممكن يبدا بيحل مجموعه من الانشطه عليه تدريبات يعني بس بنفسه يعني. وطبعا هيكون الباسورد بتاعه يعني والايميل هيكون نفس يكون نفسه زي التطبيقات الثانيه يعني يكون موحد هو نفس الايميل ونفس الباسورد. فبس هو هيكمل لكم بعد دلوقتي. اوكي.
Over the coming weeks, the teachers will be sharing the login details with the kids in classes and getting them logged onto these sites. But I just want to give you an introduction as well, so you know that the students always have work available to them. So sometimes kids go home and say, no homework, I have no work to do. But on this platform, there's always work available. So for example, down here, I've just set up 2 examples. These are the active assignments. So one of them is due on Monday, September the 6th. And then the next one is due on Wednesday. And they're 2 different subjects. And the kids can just click into them and it will start that activity.
اوكي هنا عن طريق طبعا لما الطالب لما بيفتح التطبيق بيلاقي الناحيه اليمين هيلاقي فيه بقى الواجبات والتاسكس المفروض يعملها وايه الميعاد المفروض يعملها يسلم فيه الواجب. فبيفتح فبيلاقي الواجبات فبيدوس عليها ويشوف بيحط عليها طبعا الباسورد واليوزر نيم اللي مبعوت له طبعا من المدرسه يعني. وطبعا ده هيستخدمها في كل المنصات يعني هتكون واحده يعني.
Just 1 second, logged me out again. Okay, so I can show you the platform now. Like I said, the students' active assignments are down here. Once I click in start, it will take me to the assignment, which is a math one here, order of operations. I can click into this. It's got a lesson, it's got flashcards, it's got practice, game mode, and printable worksheets. So these are all available to all the students once an assignment is set. If I go back into my class again, or my home, I can see down here, I've got a science assignment and it's atoms and molecules. And again, I've got a lesson available, flashcards, practice, game mode, and worksheets. So these are always available to the parents and the students.
زي ما انتم شايفين لما الطالب بيدخل يعمل الساين ان على اللي هو التطبيق دوت ستادي ايلاند. طبعا زي ما قلنا على جهه اليمين هيلاقي اللي هو اللي هي التاسكس طبعا وبالمواعيد المفروض يسلم فيها. طبعا لما يجي بيدوس على ستارت اللي هي كلمه ستارت هيلاقي التوبيك العنوان الموضوع يعني. وبعد كده لما يجي يدوس على الموضوع هيلاقي مجموعه من الخيارات عشان يعملها في مربعات يعني. مجموعه من الخيارات مربعات كده ملونه عشان يدوس عليها الطالب وبعد كده يبتدي فيها يعني.
If students want to do extra work, they can go here. So US programs, and inside there, it'll already be linked to the student account. So these are already, this is a grade 6 students. So it's either grade 6 Common Core, which is for maths or English. And then for science, it's in GSS. So I'm just going to stick with the Common Core, and then I can select either English or maths. So I'm just going to go with English. And there's a whole pile of work available here. So there's a diagnostic test, which the students can undertake. They can click into any one of these. So for example, the theme, they can take the lesson themselves. They can do extra practice. There's game mode there, and there's also worksheets. So this is always available. So if a student in lesson wants to do a little bit of extra work outside of the classroom on a specific area, so for reading, for example, they might want to learn about textual evidence. This is available to them at all times throughout the year. So they got a lesson, practice, game mode, and worksheets. So this is all is available to the students. So for English and math, I'll just click math as well so you can see. And again, you can see all the different topics that they will cover this year. And up the top, it has a little badge. It will show you how much they've actually completed throughout the year.
لو حابب الطالب يعمل يعني حل تمارين زياده وكده يعني تدريبات زياده وانشطه زياده فبيدوس على اليو اس بروجرام اللي هي في الناحيه اليسار فبيدوس عليها. فمثلا في عنده الجريد بيختار هو الجريد اللي هو فيه وبيختار جنبيه اللي هو مثلا يعني الموضوع يعني او كده بس سوري الماده اللي هو سواء رياضيات او انجليزي. فمثلا هيدوس على الماث او الانجليش لما يجي يدوس عليها هيلاقي مثلا ايه مجموعه من التدريبات. مثلا لو انجليزي لو داس على الانجليزي هيلاقي مثلا الريدنج هيلاقي مثلا اختبار مثلا تشخيص دياجنوستيك او الريدنج مثلا يدوس على اي حاجه بقى. مثلا الريدنج ليها مواضيع كتير توبكس كتير يدوس مثلا على اي توبك هيلاقي مثلا لما يجي يدوس على التوبك بقى هيلاقي مثلا ايه الحاجات اللي هو مثلا عايز منها ليسون عايز درس عايز تدريب عليها عايز جيمز كده يعني. وفي نفس الشيء بالنسبه للرياضيات لما يجي يدوس على الماس هيلاقي برده مجموعه من التوبكس اللي تخص الماس. ونفس الشيء بيدوس على التوبك هيلاقي مجموعه من الخيارات عايز درس عن الموضوع ده ولا عايز تدريبات من السائل يحل عليها او عايز فدي حاجات يعني تدريبات زياده لو حابب الطالب يحلها يعني يدوس على اليو اس بروجرامز ويعمل الخطوات اللي احنا قلنا لكم عليها دي.
Okay. If students want to challenge themselves and they're working at a really high standard, they can also go up a grade. So here everything is available. They can go up to grade 7 Common Core, select math, and it will take them to grade 7 materials. So they can go ahead of themselves as well. Again, it will have all the different topics here available to the students so they can work away at the level above, the level below, grade 6 level, whichever grade they're in. All other grades are available so they can do extra work to develop their own skill set.
وعلى فكرة ممكن كمان يعني الطالب ممكن يختار مثلا لو حاجة لصف مثلا أصغر أو لصف أكبر يعني منه فممكن يختارها عادي ويقوم يختار أي موضوع زي ما قلنا في الإنجليزي أو رياضيات مش مشكلة يعني. ده عشان ينمي من مهاراته فمش لازم يكون حاجة تابعة للصف بتاعه لا ممكن يختار صف أكبر منه أو أصغر منه.
The next platform then is ExactPath. At the moment, our kids are doing their map testing. So all the kids over the next week or so will be doing their map testing. Once the kids have completed their map test, in here, once the students log into their accounts, they will see active assignments. Right now, because the kids are doing their map testing, we can't see it. But once it's completed, they will have a reading, a language, and a math learning path. And they can access them here at any time. It's always on their homepage. After a while, teachers will start assigning assignments and they will all show here in active assignments. If students want to see all their work, they will click onto all the work. Oh, unfortunately, it's logged out again for me.
Sorry, Mr. Martin, this platform, what's the platform?
This is exact path.
Okay, okay.
This is my account. I just need to log in as a student again, so that, just 1 second.
So Mr. Martin, is the same password and username for also Study Island, the same?
Yeah,
Will be
all
the
the
same?
passwords should be the same. All the login details should be the same. Our IT department will be sending out all that material. So once the students log in once, then that means they should be logging in with the same password at all times.
يعني الباسورد واليوزر نيم الطالب يخش عليه برضو على التطبيق دوت على المنصه دي يعني اكزاكت باس نفس اللي هو الباسورد واليوزر نيم بتاع ستادي ايلاند فنفس الشيء ما بيتغيرش.
So like I said, all assignments will show up here in active assignments. As the kids are taking their map testing at the moment, there are no assignments here. Once our testing window finishes, assignments will start to show here. If you ever want to see what work the kids have, you can see all assignments by clicking all my work, and then you can see in progress ones that they would have started, completed, or not started. So they will all show up here. But at the moment, like I said, map testing is just underway. So in a week or two's time, all their assignments will start to show up here. The teachers will be setting them weekly assignments. It will be both in school and they will be given extra work after school as well.
اوكي فهنا بقى في اللي الاكتف اساينمنتس هنا الواجبات الحاجات اللي بترسي عليها او التدريبات اللي بيرسلوها المعلمين سواء بقى مثلا اسبوعيه او بتكون مثلا في المدرسه او كده يعني بتترسل في الناحيه ديت في القسم دوت عشان يخش عليها الطالب ويحلها. اوكي.
One second now. In regards to Exact Path and Study Island, the classes are not set up yet. So all the students aren't in on the system. I'm just showing you this in advance so you can have it in a week or so's time when we've all the kids set up on that. Just going back now and doing one more refresher. Once I log in, as a student, I can view my calendar. So I'm logged in here as a student, I can check my Gmail. It's very important that the students get used to checking their emails because they will see that they've got invitations, update invitations to different classes. They might have where teachers have wrote comments on their work. So they need to make sure that they're checking their emails. So these are all the class invitations. The work is posted so the students can check their emails there. From these 9 dots again, the student can access their own drive. So on their Chromebook, they've got their own drive. They can check their classroom by automatically clicking that, and it will take them straight to their classroom. And then the most important one, to make sure for the students who are distance learning, they go to their calendar. And this is where they can access the content for the week. The whole week will show up, what subjects they have. The only one that will be missing is PE, and that's because the teachers are out in the gym. They will provide material for the students that are distance learning, but the kids are out in the gym. They're not going to bring in their Chromebook out or their laptop out. So they'll be doing an activity in the gym. So that's the only lesson that's not going to be a live lesson throughout the week. And like I said, if you click onto a lesson, the meeting will be there. The resources for that lesson will be there. And once it's finished, the recording will add to it as well.
So it's important for distance learning to access the calendar, Google Calendar. So they can see the
Very
lesson they have.
important. Yeah, very important that they can access the Google Calendar.
اوكي بالنسبه اللي هو بيقول لكم طبعا بالنسبه للطلبه اللي هم الديستنس ليرنينج اللي بيتعلموا عن بعد مهم جدا ان هم يخشوا على جوجل كالندر عشان يقدروا يلاقوا ايه الحصص اللي هي هتبقى عندهم وطبعا لما يدوسوا زي ما قلنا لكم على الماده مثلا اي ماده فيهم يدوس على الماده هيلاقي طبعا ايه الجوين اللي هو جوجل ميت يدوس عليها الرابط وبعد كده هيلاقي المصادر من تحت خالص اللي برضه على شكل روابط يدوس عليها باوربوينتس او اي شيء وبعد كده طبعا السيشن ريكوردد بيتسجل طبعا وبيتبعت اتاشمنت ايه في الاخر برضه في الاخر خالص في الأسفل. Okay.
Okay, so I just got a question into the chat there. The difference between the 3 platforms are as following. So Google is exactly, Google Classroom is where your teachers post all the content. So if you have an assignment, the teachers will post the assignment there. That's where you upload your work. In regards to Study Island then we use specifically for science, but it's also got math and English on it. Exact Path is linked to our external assessment. It's directly linked to map testing. So Exact Path has got a learning profile. So once the kids do their map testing, it will give them a grade. It will set them to work exactly where they're at. And then they start building on it. So if I'm doing grade 6 and I'm actually working at a grade 7 level, Exact Path will bring me to a grade 7 material and content. Likewise, if I'm a grade 6 student and I'm struggling with science or English, it might have me at a level 4. And that way I can build up. So the content on Exact Path is exactly at the grade level that you are working at that moment in time.
Okay, sorry, Mr. Martin. So for Exact Path will be for grade 5 and 6 and 7. Study Island will be...
Exact Path is for all grades, grade 1 up to grade 9. And it's linked directly to our external assessments. Hello, Ms. Gada? I think Ms. Gada might have froze. Do you have to check the platforms daily? No, you don't have to check these platforms daily. The teachers will let the kids know when these assignments are assigned. The only one you should be checking daily is the Google Meet or Google Calendar if you're at home. Okay, if you're distance learning, you should be checking the Google Calendar daily. If you're in school, I would just check Google Classroom maybe once a week to make sure that the kids are making sure that they've uploaded their assignments and making sure they're getting their homework or classwork uploaded, which the teachers have asked them.
اوكي هو عامة يعني مستر مارتن بيقول لكم بالنسبة اللي انتوا اساس كان في حد بيسأل بالنسبة للفرق بين الثلاث منصات يعني بالنسبة لجوجل كلاس روم دي بيكون فيها كل المحتوى اللي بتبعته المدرسة للطالب بالنسبة للواجبات المفروض يعملها ويكون فيها ابلود للواجبات ديت وان مثلا المصادر وكل شيء يعني فديت دي بتعبر عن كل المحتويات اللي هي المفروض خاصه بالدروس وكده. بالنسبه لستادي ايلاند ديت بتكون مثلا عن اللي هي بقى ايه الدروس اللي هي بتخص مثلا فين الساينس والماث والانجليزي اللي هي يعني مثلا التدريبات والانشطه اللي المفروض الطالب بيحلها يعني وطبعا ويتدرب عليها يعني وبيعملها ايه ابلود. بالنسبه لاكزاكت باث ديت خاصه بالاكسترنال اسسمنت اللي هي مثلا اللي هو الماب تيست ديت المفروض اللي بيعمل عليها الطالب ودي طبعا بتبقى لكل المراحل الدراسيه اللي هو الاكزاكت باث ده اللي هو الماب اسسمنت. اوكي.
I'm just going to show you one more thing. We have a YouTube page and I'm going to just show everyone this as well. I'm going to share my screen again. On our YouTube page, there are many different videos that we've recorded previously about these platforms. So for example, there's one here, how to access interactivities on Raz Kids. So that's one of the platforms that we use. But if you go down to playlists here or videos, you will see the introduction to teachers that are joining and teaching this year. If we keep scrolling down, you will see all the different things that we have. So if I keep going down, there are national days. So for example, last year, I ran a Study Island parent workshop. It's here. There's another one here, a TT Rockstars, a parent workshop to help log on to TT Rockstars. If we keep going down through them, there's all the different platforms that we use. I Read, Cam Kilima. Again, if we keep scrolling down here, we've got Google Classroom. We use Savastin for middle school. We've got Achieve 3000, we've got a RAS workshop, Education City. So all of the platforms that we use, there are different videos. Again, there's a Google Classroom orientation, Class Dojo, Exact Path. So we've got multiple different videos on our YouTube page that can help parents with these different platforms that we are using.